Okay, so we've got a product here. Okay, product means multiplier. We're multiplying these two functions. Now with that, you need to call the first one U, the second one V. Okay, remember in alphabetical order, yeah, because U comes first. So if I set that out there, I can then, once you've got U and V, you then got to differentiate them. So du by dx is 3x squared, and dv by dx, well, if you differentiate e, remember it stays the same. Because it's a function of a function, e of 4x, you then got to do e to the 4x times then by 4. Okay, differentiate 4x, you get 4. So we get 4e to the 4x. So then the product rule, okay, which we need to also know, v du dx plus u dv dx. So it's kind of like a crisscross thing when it comes to multiplying. So we've got v, which is e to the 4x, times then du dx, which is 3x squared, plus then u, which is x cubed, times then dv dx, which is 4e to the 4x. Okay, what you need to do then is, to finish off, is to sort of factorize in this case. You couldn't you? Because if you notice, x squared is common here, goes into x cubed, and e to the 4x as well. So I take out x squared, e to the 4x. I won't take out a number because 3 and 4, there's no common factors. So what do I times by this to get this? Well, all that's missing is a 3. And what do I times by this to get that? Well, we got a 4 missing, and we need another x to make it, so plus 4x. That will give me the answer. Okay, so with the last part then, we got a quotient to make. So we've got to be careful here. Okay, so we've got 2 plus 5 sine x over 4 minus 3 cos x. Okay, so basically, again, because it's a quotient just means divide, right? Top line is u, yeah, and then bottom line is v, going in alphabetical order. So u is 2 plus 5 sine x, v is 4 minus 3 cos x. Du dx will be 5 cos x, because 2 just disappears. 5 sine x becomes 5 cos x, because sine x becomes cos x. dv dx then, well, 4 disappears. Cos x becomes minus sine x. Okay, so you've got minus 3 already, so minus sine x then times minus 3 is plus 3 sine x. So remember the quotient rule there is basically v du dx minus u dv dx, and divide the whole thing then by v squared. Okay, so your v is all of that there, 4 minus 3 cos x, put it in a bracket, so times it then by du dx, which is 5 cos x, take away then your u, which is that, 2 plus 5 sine x, times then your dv dx, which is 3 sine x. Okay, all over then your v squared. So your v squared is going to be, well, there's your v, so you've got to square that, right? Square the whole thing, so put it in a bracket. Now, when it comes to these quotient questions, you always got to try and simplify the top, okay? But leave the bottom untouched, okay? Don't do anything with that bottom, leave it as a bracket there. So quite simply, when I deal with the top here, because I've got two separate brackets here, let's just expand. So I'll do 4 times 5 cos x is 20 cos x. 3 cos x times 5 cos x is 15 cos squared x, but there's a minus as well. 2 times 3 sine x is 6 sine x, but there's a minus applied to it as well, so minus 6 sine x. 5 sine x times 3 sine x is 15 sine squared x, but there's a minus there, don't forget, minus in front applies to the whole thing, so minus 15 sine squared x. All over then that bracket squared. Now what I want you to notice then, 20 cos x minus then 6 sine x. Okay, put these two together. Now, when you put these two together, I want you to see you've got minus 15 cos squared x minus 15 sine squared x. Now I want you to factorize them. Okay, I want you to appreciate minus 15 cos squared x minus 15 sine squared x. I write it up here. I haven't got much room down here, so I'll write it up here. So I've got this when I put them together. And if I factorize them, you'll notice minus 15 is a common factor. So if I put minus 15 here and then a bracket, what am I timesing by minus 15 to get that? Well, it'll be cos squared x. What am I timesing by minus 15 to get that? Well, it'll be plus sine squared x. And of course then, I hope you can see then what's going on. Because cos squared x plus sine squared x is just 1. Okay, so you get your final answer, 20 cos x minus 6 sine x minus 15, so that comes 1 over there, your bracket squared on the bottom, and that's as simplified as it can be.